Good morning, children. In our previous classes, we saw what is a force and what were the two types of forces, that is the contact force and the non-contact force. And then we saw three types of non-contact force, the gravitational force, the electrostatic force and the magnetic force. Now we are going to see the measurement of the force, that is we are going to measure the force. Okay, force is a measurable quantity. Okay, so we are going to measure force, but before that it should be measurable, is it not? Like mass or length. Okay, so the application of force results in the change of size, shape, direction or speed. This is what we saw in the first portion of what were the effects of the force, is it not? We saw the force will be causing the motion of the body, or it will stop the body, it will change the direction or it will change the speed. So these were the effects of the force. So this is what they are talking about. The force will result in the change of the size, shape, direction or speed of the object. So the force has both magnitude and our direction. So force has both magnitude and direction. Okay, then we are going to see the strength of the force. The strength of the force is called, the force has both, mark it here, force has both magnitude and direction. Okay, now we can say force is a measurable physical quantity, even this is there. Then the strength of the force is called the magnitude of the force, and it is represented as the number. Okay, the SI unit of force is Newton. SI unit of force is Newton. So the direction in which the force is applied is generally denoted by the arrow mark. Okay, say example, if the force of 2 Newton is acting, okay, on a block, pulling the block towards the right, that means you should say this is the block, it is going to pull. Pull means we are going to pull it from this end. So the arrow is pointing towards this end and then they are writing the value. So this is called the 2. Value number 2 is called the magnitude. Magnitude, M-A-G-N-I-T-U-D-E. Whereas this arrow is called the direction. Direction means in which direction this force is acting. Okay, so that is what they have given. Now we are going to talk about the resultant force. Say 2 people pull a block in the opposite sides or on the same side. Okay, we know this. We have seen this example in the tug of war situation. Okay, when 2 people are pulling the string or the rope from both the opposite ends, or there can be many people pulling that from the same end. Then there is more than one force. There is more than one force. In that cases, we have to calculate the resultant force. That means the total force, or you can say the average force, or you can say the mean force. So finally, we will be using the word resultant force. That is when more than one force is being acted on the body. Okay, it can be either in the same direction or it can be in the opposite direction. We have to calculate the resultant force. Okay, now we are going to see that 2 conditions. Okay, the first case, okay, when the forces are acting along the same direction, that is same direction means it is very easy. You just add the 2 forces. Okay, you just add the 2 forces. See this diagram, they are showing a block which is being pulled by more than 2. There are 2 forces here. One force is 10 Newton, the other force is 10 Newton. You are going to pull this block towards this direction, in the same direction. So I am just adding 10 plus 10, 20. So the resultant force, that is the total force or the final force which is acting on the body is of 20 Newton and it is acting in this direction. Okay, so we are obtained by adding together. That's all. And the direction is the same as the original force. Okay, now coming to the opposite directions. Now opposite direction means, obviously you know, as in the case of the tug of war. And the tug of war game la யாரு ஹெவியா ஒரு சைடுல புல் பண்றாங்களோ அந்த சைடு தான் அடுத்த சைடும் அடுத்த ஆப்போசிட் பீப்புளும் வந்து அந்த சைடு தான் வந்து ஜாயின் ஆவாங்க. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஹெவியாக எந்த சைட்லேருந்து புல் பண்ணுறாங்களோ ஸோ அந்த ஹெவி சைட்லேருந்து ஸ்மால் சைடை சப்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணணும். பிகாஸ் we can do subtraction only from a bigger number to the lower number, the smaller number. So from 10 Newton I am subtracting the 7 Newton. So the value is 3 Newton. Now in the direction, we have to fix the direction. We know force has both magnitude and direction. So magnitude is 3 Newton. But what is the direction? The direction will be along the direction of the greater magnitude or force, அதாவது எந்த ஃபோர்ஸ் கிரேட்டராக இருக்கோ அந்த டைரெக்ஷனில். ஸோ இந்த 10 நியூட்டன். ஓகே, ஸோ த ஃபோர்ஸ் ஆஃப் 10 நியூட்டன் அந்த எக்ஸாம்பிள் இங்கே கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஒரு சைடு 10 நியூட்டன், இன்னொரு சைடு 7 நியூட்டன். அப்போ வாட் வில் பி த ரிசல்டன்? ஃபர்ஸ்ட்டு சப்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணிக்கணும். பெரிய நம்பர்லேருந்து சின்ன நம்பர் சப்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணிவிட்டு எந்த சைடு நமக்கு பெருசு இருக்கோ அந்த சைடில் இருக்கிற டைரெக்ஷனில் அப்படியே நம்ம பாயிண்ட் பண்ணிடுவோம். அவ்வளோதான். ஸோ force it is also a physical quantity. It can be measured. First point. Second, measure பண்றோம் அப்படின்னா ரெண்டு விஷயம் மெஷர் பண்ணணும். ஒன்று வந்து மேக்னிடியூட், ஒன்று வந்து டைரக்ஷன். மேக்னிடியூட் அப்படின்னா அந்த வேல்யூ, the numerical value is called the magnitude. Direction வந்து in which direction the force is acting is called the direction. And the unit of force is Newton. இதுதான் first point. Now, when more than two forces or when two forces are acting on a body, when more than one force is acting on a body, you have to calculate the resultant. Now, in the resultant, there are two conditions or the two cases. First case is when the direction of the force is same or the forces are acting along the same direction. அப்போ என்ன செய்யணும்? Simple. Just add all the values and put the same direction as the direction of the resultant force. Okay, now when the forces are acting in the opposite direction, first subtract the higher number, that is you have to subtract the lower number from the higher number. Fine. Subtract பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் which direction? Direction should be of the force of the greater value or greater magnitude. எந்த side force greater இருக்கோ அந்த direction we have to give. Okay, now coming to the another condition, when both the sides are equal, in the side 10 Newton, in the side 10 Newton, அப்போ what will happen? 10 minus 10 is 0 Newton. That is what they are given, 0 Newton. That means there is no force acting on the object, no force acting on the object, and the object will remain stationary. That means the object is not going to move at all. This is the case of when two boxes are of equal strength. இந்த பக்கமும் பிடிச்சி இழுக்கிறவங்க சேமாக இருக்காங்க, இந்த பக்கம் பிடிச்சி இழுக்கிறவங்க சேமாக இருக்காங்க. அப்படி இருக்கும்போது நமக்கு இங்கே ஆப்ஜெக்ட் மூவே ஆகாது. ஓகே, இந்த சால்வ் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் they are saying you are going for a trip in a car encounters a problem, you are forced to push it. Okay, அதாவது கார் பிரேக் டவுன் ஆனால் we will be pushing the car. So your father and your uncle ரெண்டு பேரும் புஷ் பண்ணுறாங்க. Okay, father is pushing with 14 Newton, uncle is pushing with 15 Newton. So 2 Newton. Find out the net force. அப்போ என்ன பண்ணுறோம்? ரெண்டு பேரும் ஒரே டைரக்ஷனில் தான் புஷ் பண்ணணும். ஏன்னா கார் வந்து மூவ் பண்ண வைக்கணும். ஓகே, ஸோ ஒரே டைரக்ஷனில் மூவ் பண்ணும்போது it will be, you have to add. So it will be 40 plus 50, that is 90 Newton. Okay, now Anusha and Chavi are pulling the chair using the ropes at the two ends of the chair. Anusha is applying 25 Newton and Chavi is applying 20 Newton. So what will be the net force on the chair and the direction of the motion of the chair? Okay, instead of the tug of war, they are doing that same in the chair. Okay, so the force applied by Anusha is 25 Newton. Force applied by Chavi is 20 Newton. So the net will be 25 minus 20. Okay, so that is 5 Newton, and the direction is of the direction applied by Anusha, because Anusha's force only is greater than Chavi's force. Okay, see, they have given an example. They are playing a tug of war. Team A has 5 members and Team B has 5 members. Okay, now we are going to assume that Team B is reduced to 4. 4 na ஒருத்தர் போயிடுறாங்க. அப்போ what will happen? A will pull all the அதுதான் நடக்கும். ஏன்னா ஏல எக்ஸ்ட்ரா பீப்புள் அதிகமாக இருக்காங்க, எக்ஸ்ட்ரா ஃபோர்ஸ். அதனால ஆல் will have to come back to A. Okay. Now spring balance. What is this spring balance? Spring balance is an instrument used to measure the force. Okay, we told we are going to measure the force. அப்போ மெஷர் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னாலே we should have an instrument. Okay, so the instrument which you are used to measure force is the spring balance. Okay, how are we going to use the spring balance? நீங்கள் இந்த மாதிரி பார்த்துருப்பீங்க, இந்த மாதிரியும் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க, இந்த மாதிரியும் கடையில் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. இது வந்து ஆல்மோஸ்ட் எல்லா ஷாப்ஸ்லையும் பார்த்துருக்கலாம். Okay, and this is earlier used spring balance. How is this? That is, we will be tying the weight to this hook. இந்த நேர் ஒரு ஹூக் இருக்கும், அந்த ஹூக்கில் இந்த வெயிட் டைப் பண்ணால் the weight will be pulled down by the earth due to the gravitational force. அப்போ ஃபோர்ஸ் அப்படியே கீழே இழுக்க இந்த நேர் இருக்கிற அந்த ரீடிங், அந்த ரீடிங் வந்து அப்படியே ஸ்கேலில் ரீட் ஆகி வரும். எவ்வளோ வெயிட் கீழே இருக்குதோ அவ்வளோ வெயிட்டு நமக்கு ஸ்கேலில் காட்டும். அதுதான் இந்த ஸ்ப்ரிங் பேலன்ஸ். ஓல்டன் டேஸ் திஸ் வாஸ் த மெத்தட் டு மெஷர் ஆல் த வெயிட்ஸ். ஓகே, ரைஸ் பேக்காக இருக்கட்டும், இன்னுமே நிறைய ஷாப்ஸ்ன்னு சொல்ல முடியாத இந்த ஓல்டர் மெத்தட்ஸ் ஃபாலோ பண்ணுற இடத்துல இன்னும் இந்த மாதிரி இருக்குது. ஓகே, then this is what we know. This is another type of a spring balance. Okay, that is this pointer. This pointer will move along the scale. So the spring balance measures the gravitational force. Okay, then this is what we are using in our day-to-day life. We can have this in kitchen also. Okay, this is called the compression balance. Compression means what? The weight of this is compressing on this balance. இல்லையா, இங்கே வெயிட் வச்சு இது மேலே வச்சு கம்ப்ரெஸ் அமுத்துது. அது அமுற இந்த நேர் இருக்கிற ரீடிங் வந்து மாறும் அக்கார்டிங் டு த வெயிட். இங்கே வந்து ஸ்ட்ரெச்சிங் இல்லைன்னா எக்ஸ்டென்ஷன். ஓகே, ஸ்ட்ரெச்சிங் ஆர் எக்ஸ்டென்ஷன், பிகாஸ் வெயிட் வந்து கீழே போட்டிருக்காங்க, கீழே போடும்போது அது அப்படியே கீழே இருக்கும். இது வந்து வெயிட் மேலே போட்டிருக்காங்கட்டு வெயிட்டு மேலே இந்த ஸ்ப்ரிங் பேலன்ஸை வந்து கம்ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணுது, இங்கே வந்து வெயிட் வந்து கீழே எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணுது. ஓகே, ஸோ தீஸ் ஆர் த டூ balances which we will be using to measure the force. One is the extension balance and another one is the compression balance. Now coming to the true or false. The force that opposes the motion of the body, okay, over a surface is called applied force. No, it is called frictional force. So this is false. Okay, magnetic force is a contact force. False. It is a non-contact force because two magnets are not coming in contact with each other. Next, the net force acting on an object is the sum of the forces acting on it. Yes. So the net force and the sum of the forces irkalam. This or the. So this statement is true. Then force is measured in Newton. That is also true. Okay. So what we have come across, we saw force can be measured. It is measured with two categories, that is you should know the magnitude and you should know the direction, and then the unit of force is Newton. Okay, now we are going to see the resultant force, that is when more than one force is acting on a body. When more than one force is acting in the same direction means you just add the values and give the same direction. But if the forces are acting in the opposite direction, you have to subtract the smaller force from the bigger force and give the direction of the bigger force. Okay, this is the resultant. Now, if both the forces are same, that means in the opposite direction, if both the forces are same, that means it is equivalent to 0 Newton, or there is no force acting on the body, that means the body is at rest. And we saw these two examples. Now we were seeing how to measure. We want an instrument to measure. First measurement is done by the spring balance because it gives the weight of the object. Now the spring balance measures the gravitational force. Okay, now when we are going to place the weight on the balance, it compresses the spring. Okay, the spring in the balance will be compressed according to the type. So this will give the force of the objects on the other one, or you can say we are going to measure the spring force. We are going to measure the spring force. So two types of balances are extension and compression. Both are used to measure the weight only, but the two methodologies are different. One is extension, other one is compression, and we saw this revision zone. Okay children, thank you. In the next video I will talk with you on friction and the effects of the friction. Okay, thank you.